to be mean to carbs. What do they do to you? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to debunk some diet myths that are out there. There is so many things out in the fitness industry and the diet industry that are just so messed up, not even true, and I just get sick of hearing about them. So we're going to talk about some and debunk about, I think, 7 diet myths that are out there, because it needs to be done, and I need to talk about it because I'm just sick of hearing these things that are not true and people believe them. So let's get to it. Diet myth number 1, carbs after dark will make you fat. I will tell you guys right now that your body has no idea what time it is. Think about it. Time was a man-constructed thing. Before that, time didn't exist. So if it was, I don't know, 1 a.m. back in caveman days and you were hungry, you probably ate and you weren't concerned with getting fat. So carbs after dark are not going to make you fat, especially if you work out late. Let's say you work the graveyard shift and you're gonna eat, like, carbs will not make you fat. Yes, they're going to spike your insulin levels, but if you pair it with a protein, it's going to slow the release anyway. So don't be scared to eat carbs after dark. It's not going to make you fat. The only thing that will make you fat is a caloric surplus. So as long as you are at a maintenance level or even a deficit level and you're eating carbs, you are not going to get fat. I promise you. Another myth that I hear is more protein means more muscle. And this isn't really true, because once you reach the 1 gram per body weight and you start exceeding that, you're not really getting any sort of benefit. It actually is recommended for your protein to be at about 0.7 per pound of body weight at the max. Your body can only utilize so much protein, so once you go like balls to the wall with protein, you're not just gonna like randomly wake up with like a bicep muscle. Like, no, it doesn't work that way. There's called the law of diminishing return, and once you exceed a certain amount of protein, like even like crazy amounts, like 3 grams of protein per pound of body weight, like once you start going super crazy like that, the law of diminishing return, like you're going to get more negative side effects than benefits from doing that. So more's not always better, guys, and that's with like almost everything in life. Another myth that I see is calorie free means calorie free, and this actually isn't true, because the FDA will allow companies to advertise their product as calorie free as long as it's below 5 calories. For example, if you're chewing a piece of gum, it probably has about 1 gram of carbohydrates in that. That's actually going to yield to about 4 calories. However, the company is allowed to advertise their product as calorie free because it's below that 5 calorie mark. So not really a big deal. However, if you're tracking your macros and you're chewing 20 pieces of gum, that's actually a lot of calories you're consuming, and you don't think you're consuming any because it's calorie free. So just be careful with stuff like that, because they're allowed to advertise that way just to sell you a product, and those calories do add up. Although it's only like 4 calories per 1 piece of gum, like if you're having like lots of gum, that's going to add up real quick. So just keep that one in mind, because some people just think, oh, calorie free, like I can eat all of it. No, like it's gonna add up. And I'm telling you right now, I used to be able to chew a pack of gum a day. That's bad. Another myth that I hear is fat makes you fat, and that's not really true. You actually need fat in your diet. Fat helps regulate your hormones, and fat is also really great for satiating. Can I talk? Fat is also great for satiating. Did I say that right? Satiating? I think so. Your appetite. It helps keep you full and satisfied, and that's why fat is important to have in your diet. Like I said before, more is not necessarily better, so I'm not telling you to make your entire diet fat. That's not really good. Another great thing about fat, especially good fats like avocados, fatty fish, is going to help keep your joints healthy, and it almost works as a lubricant for your joints. It's full of omegas and will help keep your body healthy and running, and especially just keep your hormones healthy as well. So fats are very important for your diet and like everyday bodily function. You don't need to hate on one macronutrient. I see a lot of people in the diet industry do that. They either hate carbs or they hate fat. Some people hate protein, but that's another one. Everyone just wants to choose something to pick on and hate, and your body needs all of these macronutrients. It really does. You don't need to just cut one out and then problem solved. No, like, you need a balanced diet of all your macronutrients. Like, don't be a hater. You don't have to be mean. You don't have to be mean to carbs. What do they do to you? You don't have to be mean to fats either. Like, you need them both in your diet. Don't cut them out. Another myth that I see is fiber calories do not count, and they actually do. You'll see this thing called net carbs, where people will take the fiber in the food and subtract it from the carbohydrates. The reason why people do this is because fiber slows down the insulin release from carbohydrates, so they think that fiber calories don't count because it can slow down your insulin release, which is really stupid. And this is actually a trend that came from the Atkins diet, so don't believe that. Fiber calories do count. Fiber is not calorie free, and you should still include it in your diet. So if you're eating something with fiber, don't take it and subtract it from the carbohydrates to get net carbs. It's kind of stupid. I think you should still track your fiber intake as well, just because it helps with digestive health, and yeah, just helps keep things moving along, and that's what we all want. We want our body to work at an optimal level and all of our functions working properly like they should be. One other thing that I see that drives me absolutely nuts is gluten-free is a diet. No, guys, gluten-free is not a diet. Gluten-free is for people with celiac disease. And if you're wondering, oh, I think I have that, trust me, if you have celiac disease, you're going to feel intense abdominal pain because you're having issues digesting your food. Your small intestine actually gets really irritated. The villi on it, which is like little finger-like projections that help move along digestion. Gluten actually irritates them, which will cause your stomach to hurt a lot. So if you guys think that gluten-free is a diet, it's not. Gluten-free is for people who have celiac disease. However, if you feel like you are allergic to gluten or grain, that's a different story. However, if you think gluten-free is a diet, it really isn't. It's not going to help you lose weight. The only thing that's going to help you lose weight is a slight caloric deficit and exercise. Speaking of exercise, that leads me to the last diet myth. And that is, if I eat an unhealthy diet, I can outwork it. That's not true. I like to tell people that your diet is 100% and your exercising is another 100%. It's not 50-50, it's not 80-20, it's not some weird percentage. No, you need to give 100% in each of them, and when they are in combination, they are glorious together. You need both diet and exercise in order to reach your goals, especially if your goal is weight loss. So whenever people ask me what's more important, diet or exercise, I tell them they're both going to help you lose weight, feel leaner, feel stronger, feel healthier, and they just work great together. That's why it's diet and exercise. It's not diet or exercise. No, you need to do them both. Your body's made to move. Your body's made to be fueled by good whole foods as well. So that's my little rant on that. So I hope you guys enjoyed these diet myths being debunked. If any of you guys have heard of crazy diet myths, leave them down below in the comments, and I would love to read them. I think it's just so funny because there's so many myths out there that are just so ridiculous, and if you want me to keep debunking more diet myths, let me know, and I would love to, because there is probably 1,000 things out there that are just not true at all. Also guys, if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. It really helps support my channel. And also hit the subscribe button because it's free. I like free things. And I would think that you guys like free things too. So if you want to see those notifications, go ahead, hit subscribe. I appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys don't listen to any of those crazy things that I mentioned before. And I will see you in the next video, guys. Bye everyone.